Hey guys, Andrew Romano here. Look, today I want to touch on my latest blog, which is talking about headaches, migraines, and sinusitis. We see these issues a lot in our clinic, and we're always amazed about the outcomes that we can achieve for these situations. But time and time again, what we find is that when these conditions aren't managed effectively, or even if they're untreated, the situation typically exacerbates. It gets worse over time. Now, sinusitis is when the spaces in the front of our skull, called the sinuses, become inflamed. This can typically develop from things like the common cold, which can lead to mucus congestion and inflammation in the sinus passageways. When the drainage passages for the sinuses become inflamed and congested, it can lead to symptoms of what we call sinusitis. Those symptoms are an inability to breathe through the nose, inability to smell or taste, and of course, headaches, which can definitely be related to sinus congestion. If the situation isn't dealt with appropriately, of course, this can turn into what we call chronic sinusitis. Chronic sinusitis by nature is ongoing. It's more significant headaches, it's harder to treat, it can lead to other significant infections which you seriously don't want. So dealing with sinusitis appropriately, where is that? Number 2 are tension type headaches. Tension type headaches are the most common type of headache that people experience. And typically what we find is that tension type headaches aren't diagnosed correctly. You see, the causative factors for most tension type headaches are emotional stressors or muscular tension in the neck or inflammation of tissues in the neck that contributes to the development of what we call tension type headaches. And due to this, a lot of people are taking over-the-counter medications to deal with the symptoms. But what happens then is you're not dealing with the causative factors, then this can develop into what we call chronic tension type headaches, which only get worse over time. And number 3, of course, is migraines. Migraines are a seriously different kettle of fish compared to sinusitis and tension type headaches. And I say that because of the disabling nature of migraines. When someone's experiencing a migraine, we know it's different because of the moderate to severe intensity of pain over one side of the head and behind the eye. Typically, it'll be accompanied by things like nausea and vomiting and sensitivity to certain sensory aspects, whether it be light, sound, or even smells can really aggravate migraines. Again, for migraines, most people turn to medications to deal with the symptoms of migraines. But again, if you're not dealing with the causative factor, then you're going to have to keep taking medications to deal with the symptoms. What happens in these situations is that typically people are taking medications, they become dependent on the medications and start to increase medications. And this can lead to what we call medication overuse headaches. So it's really important not to get stuck on that bandwagon. If you're experiencing these issues, whether it be sinusitis, tension type headaches, or even migraines, and you're having this ongoing, it's imperative, I'm telling you, to deal with the causative factors of the situation. Only that way you're going to get lasting results. The best way to do that is to speak to a healthcare professional that's experienced in dealing with these issues so they can diagnose what's causing your issue, set out a treatment plan and get you sorted. You see, natural treatment options are a really powerful way to deal with these issues, to provide relief in the short term and even long-term results, and substantial studies have been conducted to substantiate that natural treatment options are actually superior to medications in the long term. At our clinic, we use a couple of different forms of natural therapies. We use things like acupuncture and manual therapies, which I'll get to in a bit, to help deal with this situation. When it comes to acupuncture, acupuncture can be used to decrease the severity and frequency of headaches, and definitely decrease the duration of headaches as well. Manual therapies that we use at our clinic include things like remedial massage, trigger point therapy, and what we call cupping therapy to work on those causative factors to decrease the severity, intensity, and frequency of headaches and migraines. Now, in each of these situations, something you cannot ignore are lifestyle modifications. We see that time and time again, people's lifestyles are causing these issues. So to make some changes in lifestyle, things like increasing the amount of water you drink in a day, getting enough sleep, And avoiding stresses that are aggravating the situation go an extremely long way to deal with these headache issues. So I hope you're able to take some of that on board. It's often those fundamentals that make such a big difference. I'll sum it up for you though, okay guys? If you've been dealing with sinusitis, headaches or migraines ongoing, you're not sure how to get on top of it, it's important to deal with the causative factors. Speaking to a healthcare professional that's experienced in dealing with these issues is paramount to get results, and now. If you've been dealing with these issues, you'd like help from my team, I'm going to say, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help, answer any questions you have, help point you in the right direction and get you sorted. Talk soon, guys.